One time. Hey, throw your hands to the sky tonight, cause I think I see the baddest little thing in the world right now. But I gotta make sure I'm right.
What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Aaron.
It's Brian.
And this is the Courtside View podcast. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. You know, it is like
100
Maryland
degrees.
is right next to the sun, but we still getting this content out for y'all.
Yeah, it's very hot right now. So just get hydrated. Make sure you're hydrated. Make sure you're getting enough water because, man, this heat wave is insane. But anywho, today we're going to talk about some NFL. Training camp has started. I believe it has started right now.
Some teams. I know my teams doesn't start until the Monday.
Yeah, but we're getting right around the NFL season, so I'm starting to see. I know you're excited, even though you're a Cowboys fan. I don't understand it.
I'm a football fan.
Okay, that's true. Yeah. But before that, just updates on just the NBA trading. There's still sort of nothing going around. I've been hearing rumors that Donovan Mitchell deal is essentially done. They're just getting around some of the details. I call BS on that, even though there was a video that I sent you where it was like they have Donovan Mitchell jerseys on sale.
Yeah, it was under
like
the
50%.
former players.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
I was like, okay, do they know something we don't know? Like,
why would they do that?
Why would they do that? I don't know. But and then Kevin Durant, as we know, they're just playing hardball. They don't like the deals that they're getting. And then Kyrie Irving, they're just waiting for Kevin Durant. And then Indiana Pacers, the Lakers and Indiana Pacers were trying to do business with one another, but obviously that didn't go through because you want to turn the light up. All right. Well, I'll just edit that.
Why did it just get
Yeah. But yeah, the Lakers and the Indiana Pacers, they sort of talked trying to get that trade going through, but obviously that didn't sort of materialize because the Indiana Pacers wanted 2 first-round picks, even though if you look at it, Buddy Hield, I like Buddy Hield. He's a nice shooter, but that's all he could do. So 2 first-round picks.
Do y'all want to win or not? The Lakers are the only team that want to get these good players but don't want to give up nothing in return.
Well, Miles Turner value, if you look at it, if Miles Turner's value was that great, he would have been traded by now, but he's not.
See, when you're trying to give them folks Russell Westbrook, it's like...
But it's an expiring deal, a 1-year deal, and they're rebuilding.
They have Halliburton. What do they need Russell Westbrook?
And then they're trying to offload Buddy Hield's contract anyway, and Miles Turner. So because Miles Turner gonna want a new deal.
Exactly. So here's what I'm saying though. You got to take on Russell Westbrook, and the Lakers don't want to pay the man $47 million to play basketball. Why would another billionaire owner want to pay him $47 million to not play basketball?
Well, he's going to play basketball. Well, he's going to play basketball. They're going to buy him out.
Exactly. Why would they pay $47 million for him to not play basketball?
Because you're going to get picks. You're going to get picks back, and you get to offload, and you get to offload the Miles Turner contract and Buddy Hield's contract.
But thing is, they need the capital, my brother.
Okay, I mean, that's where it gets tricky because you say 2 firsts, right? But is Buddy Hield worth a first-round pick? Because he's a one-dimensional player.
Y'all want to win or not?
He's a one-dimensional player, and he's sort of, in terms of his shooting ability, it's declined. He hasn't been that prolific as a shooter as of late.
Do y'all want to win or not?
We do want to win, but he's a one-dimensional player. He's not a two-way guy. He's just a shooter. We signed those guys last year, and look what happened. I'm just saying. Now, Miles Turner, on the other hand, he's worth a first-round pick easily. But just look at Malcolm Brogdon. They traded their best player, Malcolm Brogdon, and got back only a first-round pick in Aaron Naismith. But you want us to give you guys 2 first-round picks. Make it make sense. Now, maybe we'll give you 2 second-round picks. I'll give you 2 second-round picks, a first and 2 second-round picks, and maybe another player. But 2 first-round picks for Buddy Hield and Miles Turner? No. Not going to be able to do it. No, sir.
And y'all not going to be able to win a ring.
Okay. All right. We'll just wait on Kyrie then.
Okay, he ain't gonna solve all your problems either.
Hey man, big three with Kyrie, Anthony Davis, and LeBron. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Kyrie, but if everything goes right, if everybody remains healthy, all on the same page, that's a hell of a trio.
See, the thing here, you have to bank on the trio playing together.
I know, but honestly, that's majority of the league. If you think about it, Clippers, you got to bank on it.
The Clippers.
Yeah, the Clippers, you got to bank on it. Even Golden State, remember with Curry, he got injured that 1 year. He sat out, came back. Klay Thompson was hurt, sat out the entire year. So majority of these teams, Milwaukee with Chris Middleton, he got hurt in the playoffs. It always comes down to injuries. So that
one
Lakers,
is more prevalent than the other.
Okay, I give you that. But at the end of the day, I'm not mad at what Rob Pelinka is thinking. Because Buddy Hield is a one-dimensional player. You could find a Buddy Hield.
Man, forget Buddy Hield, mouse on the car. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back.
How your Wizards doing?
What the who?
Oh yeah,
the Wizards.
Yeah, how your Wizards doing?
I haven't checked. I haven't seen a single post from them since I don't know how long.
That's right. Because you switched teams. I forgot about that. That a little announcement we did like a week or two ago. But I want to deviate away from the NBA because a lot of things have sort of transpired in the NFL. Specifically rankings.
Let's get into the superior.
Okay,
sport.
So let's not go there. Let's not be disrespectful now. But Trayvon Diggs. So last week you sort of went on a little rant regarding Trayvon Diggs because we weren't really even talking about Trayvon Diggs. You just thought that, you know what? I just wanted to get this out there real quick. And you brought up just how disrespected Trayvon Diggs has been just this entire past year because he was like all pro. He led the league in interceptions as a cornerback. And just talk about Trayvon Diggs because a lot of people have been just disrespecting him, specifically the whole argument about, the reason why he's not ranked this much because he gave up 1,000+ yards,
I see. I'm glad you highlighted the key word there was disrespect. See, even Aaron knows that what is going on here is unacceptable. And is blatantly, huh?
Do I?
Oh, brother. Anywho, let me tell you something. All the argument you hear is he gave up 1,000 yards. Yeah, according to one stat tracking site, which is PFF. Even Next Gen Stats, which is sponsored by the NFL and which is NFL affiliated, only has him giving up about 800 yards. Go to any other stat public, you'll see 900, 800 something, 900. PFF's literally the only website that gave him 1,000 yards. And let me tell you why he gave up 1,000 yards is a dumb metric to guard a greater cornerback anyway. Because say hypothetically, actually no, I'm gonna give you a prime example. It was a play against the Saints towards the end of the fourth quarter. We was up 27-10. They throw a slant across the middle. Trayvon Diggs, we was playing zone. We was playing super relaxed coverage in zone. Dude, I wish I remembered his name. But dude on the Saints, he caught the ball, middle of the field. Trayvon was the nearest defender. And the defender made like 3 people miss. Before Trayvon even got to him, he made like 2-3 defenders miss and took it all the way to the crib. And you guess what? Guess who got credited for all of those yards, garnered the missed tackle and the bad pursuit angles? Trayvon Diggs. Now you tell me if that is a accurate representation of like he getting beat. Like, come on, son. Let's be real. Yards given up is such a stupid. It's so subjective because you could give up a screenplay for 20 yards and boom.
How you feel about people saying that you don't watch football if you believe that Trayvon Diggs is underrated as people are making him seem?
What you mean? I think he's underrated?
Nah, you think he's underrated because people are.
I think he's I think he's just over criticized.
You think he's over criticized?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, the way that people are making it seem like he's just an average corner.
and they be wrong. They be the ones that's not watching football, because we seen again what happened to Mike Evans. We seen what happened to Justin Jefferson. We seen what happened to Terry McLaurin. Oh, but when Terry McLaurin, his quarterback sucked, whatever. That man was on him like white on rice. He wasn't getting not a thing. And we also seen what happened to, let me guess, it's some other guys. I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, I'm not trying to hear it.
I remember you. I think you may have sent me something regarding sort of a comparison between Jalen Ramsey's year and Trayvon Diggs' year, and just how
The stats were similar.
Trayvon Diggs sort of had, you could argue, a better year from a stat perspective, because I think he had more pass deflections. Obviously, he had more interceptions as well.
Second year, Jalen Ramsey gave up almost similar amount of yards, but Jalen Ramsey was considered a top corner. But Trayvon Diggs considered trash, even though he had substantially more picks and pass deflections. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah. And then on Madden, they didn't put your boy top 10.
First of all, Madden is bugging out. People say, "Oh, the Raiders dude is a Cowboys fan." I'm like, bro, our number one receiver is an 84. CD Lamb is way better than an 84 overall. They need to stop smoking dust. And Trayvon Diggs being 84, that's ridiculous.
Do you feel like there's just a hate towards Cowboy players, like just
certain
overall?
ones?
Oh, really? What about like Michael Parsons? You think people are
Michael Parsons
treating
being 88? I understand, because it was a rookie season, but he was second in Defensive Player of the Year. He has to be at least a 90.
Yeah, Jamar Chase being 87.
Yeah, that
that's
was
ridiculous.
crazy.
Yeah. They're just crazy, bro. Because he was a rookie. Like, who cares? Who cares if they're a rookie? If they produce, they produce.
They cheated Pat Surtain too. He's like an 83 or 82. I'm like, what?
Yeah, he was playing really good ball for the Broncos last year. But they'll see. They'll see this year. And then also there was a Madden ratings for the quarterbacks as well. They had Tom Brady number 1. They had
Which is crazy.
Last year
Aaron Rodgers had 2 back-to-back MVPs. How was he not the highest rated quarterback?
It's hard to like really judge, because of just you look at the playoffs, you look at the regular season. So I don't know what the criteria is. Like, what is the criteria for how do you rate these quarterbacks? Do you rate them off for regular season and playoffs? Do you rate them off of just I don't know, their past accomplishments? Like, I don't know how they do it, because Aaron Rodgers, like you said, he won the MVP, but in the playoffs, he didn't perform to his standards. But he's still number 2. And Tom Brady is number 1. And Tom Brady, the first half of that playoff game was stinking up the joint. But then the second half, he sort of got a little bit better, roared them back. But yeah, Aaron Rodgers is an MVP, but I don't know, man. It's just hard to say. Like, would you put Pat Mahomes number 1? Who'd you have number 1?
Probably Aaron Rodgers.
So like, I know the rankings. It was the Madden rankings, and then it was like the ESPN NFL rankings, I think it was. Did they have Aaron Rodgers number 1? They had Tom Brady number 1.
They had Rodgers. Tom Brady was 4 on the ESPN jump.
And then they had Mahomes 2.
Yes.
And then they had
Josh
Allen
Allen
3.
3.
Yeah.
Josh Allen being a 92 overall is insane.
Yeah. I remember, back when we didn't know about Deshaun Watson's whole those lawsuits, whatever. They had, and he was balling out, and he was like top 5 in the league. They had him like 85, 86. Yeah, I'm like, how can you have a top 5 quarterback 85, 86? That makes no sense.
Speaking of top 5 QBs, I have someone who's not a top 5 QB being rated as a top 5 QB.
And who's that? Joe Burrow?
Yes.
What is up with you and Joe Burrow, man?
I like Joe Burrow. He's a good QB.
He's better than Dak.
He's a good QB.
Oh my God, no.
Joe Burrow's a good QB.
You know what? I'm gonna have to agree with some of these people that you don't watch the games, because Joe Burrow is definitely better than Dak.
Okay, you say
so. So if you put Dak in the same circumstance Joe Burrow was in the playoffs, you telling me Dak is going to make some of those plays that Joe Burrow made in the playoffs against the Titans? You telling me Dak is going to overcome a bad O-line and get his team to the Super Bowl?
This stuff is all subjective.
Subjective bullshit.
We can't team swap. What is this?
Bro, I'm just saying. Bro, we did it last week. We literally did it last week with Dak again. Remember that? Remember when you said if you put Dak with a competent coach and
that's not team swapping. That's just giving him the necessary tools.
Bro, come on, man. It's close enough. It is close enough.
Even if you do think Joe Burrow is better than Dak, the gap isn't that wide.
So you believe Dak Prescott being 89 is warranted?
Yes. Lucky I say he shouldn't be higher.
You're crazy. You're fucking crazy, bro. You're fucking crazy.
How
is Dak at 89?
Because he threw for like 4,500 yards, 37 TDs, and 37 TDs and only 10 interceptions, and had a top 5 or top 6 QBR.
He wasn't even in the MVP conversation
in the first half of the season.
Wow, in the first half of the season.
But when it's Russell Wilson, he's top 5 though,
Joe
right?
Burrow was in the MVP conversation. That by the end of the yes, he was. Yeah. Yes, he was.
Anywho,
he was. But Dak Prescott, like, stop it, man. Stop it. I'll give you this though. Dak Prescott did have a good year.
Y'all are literally insane.
Dak Prescott did have a really good year. I'll give you that. But 89 overall.
I don't understand what does he have to do? Like, does he have to win a Super Bowl? Win a Super Bowl?
Produce in the playoffs.
But Aaron Rodgers is rated a 95 plus every year. We see what he does in the playoffs.
He won MVP, took his team to back-to-back championship games, #1 seed. I mean, it sounds like Peyton Manning to me before he won a second Super Bowl. That's what it sounded like to me.
Peyton Manning.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like to me. So, yeah. But then we have, what was it?
Only Dak could, like, break his ankle and then have a tremendous year afterwards and be called trash. You'll never see that happen to any other QB.
Dak Prescott over Justin Herbert, Lamar Jackson, Russell Wilson, and Matthew Stafford.
The only one I don't agree with is Lamar. Lamar should be a 90 plus just off principle.
Lamar? 90?
Yes. I feel like I'm the only one that sticks up for Lamar here. I even say Lamar's better than Dak.
I feel like Lamar should be 89. 88, 89 is fair.
I think Lamar should be a 90. This man has to overperform with a head coach, well, not a head coach, offensive coordinator whose scheme is terrible and of lack of weapons.
Okay.
Like, and he has to every single year he drags that team to the playoffs. But man, listen, let me tell you something. Before Lamar got onto the Ravens and started doing what he does, nearly everyone from the org was about to get fired. And Lamar saved their jobs. And they want to sit up here and not pay this man?
He did. They did. I'm not going to
lie. And the media wants to dog him and say he's a running back? Like, that is insane to me. Insane.
But what does his numbers look like?
Good.
So
the man got hurt
last year. The year before his numbers was looking like top 5-ish.
I can't remember off the top of my head.
I mean, I can search it up right now. I don't remember his numbers being top 5-ish.
Isn't the year before that? Isn't that when he finally beat the Titans?
I think, yeah. I think that.
And then he lost to the Bills because it was all.
I think so. Yeah, he got
snow or rain or something like that.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he was.
Yeah. He was hooping.
Let me see what it's looking like.
2020.
Nah, I'm a fan of Lamar Jackson. Bro, I have his jersey at home. For crying out loud, it's high school jersey. Let's see.
Lamar top 5. I don't care.
So 2020 he started 15 games, went 11-4, passed for like 27,000 yards, 26 TDs, 9 INTs. Let's see, 99 QB rating. We don't care about QBR. Let's see. Passer rating. Passer rating. What's the rushing yards? What are the rushing yards looking like? Let's see.
He had at least 1K on the ground.
Yeah, rushing yards. Oh, okay. All right, his number. Okay, he had 1,000 yards rushing. Okay.
Come on, son.
Okay, yeah, I got to give him props. 1,000 yards rushing. Top 5?
Yes, I say so.
I don't know. I don't think so. Man, I don't know. I don't think so, bro.
The only MVP QB that gets left out of top 10 discussions. Insane to me.
Okay. I mean, he's the top 10 quarterback, no question. He's better than Dak. I put him better than Justin Herbert for sure. I put him better than Joe Burrow. Wow, Joe Burrow. Oh, that's tough. Ah, man, because Joe Burrow, he balled out last year.
Yeah. Let's see him do it again.
Why are you hating on Joe Burrow?
I'm not hating on him. I just said let's see him do it again.
Because his first year, before he got hurt, he was looking legit. Like, people were saying, yo, this guy, the number one pick, he looking like the real deal.
Yeah, I want to see him do it again.
All right. Okay. But, then we have, who else? We have, let's see.
Josh Allen was a 92.
Yeah,
so.
Josh Allen's a 92, which is weird. I don't know why they only rate him 92. Then there was, like, other stats. It was, like, throw accuracy,
I ain't look at though. I just looked at the overall rating.
Oh, yeah, Malik Willis. They had that man's awareness like a 40-something. I was like, why would they have his awareness at like a 40-something? And people were like, that's racist. Because the other people in the draft.
Do people even know what the awareness stat does in Madden?
Because they were like, oh, he don't know. They were saying, oh, they're trying to say he don't know the plays.
That's not what awareness does in Madden. Awareness is how you can sense pressure.
Oh, okay. We learn something new every day.
Yeah.
Will you be getting a new Madden?
I'm literally like, it's like a consistent loop.
It's like people getting 2K
and no matter how trash, I'm gonna still be playing Ultimate Team, so it don't even matter.
You gonna get on Xbox? You gonna finally join the PlayStation squad?
Anywho,
see,
I game share with my cousin. I can't just switch platforms. Only if I get a P5, it's only gonna be for single player games.
Ah, man, gotta join the PlayStation.
Most of these games is about to be cross play anyway, so it don't even matter.
When they about to do cross play
for Madden?
Yeah, cause I'm waiting on that. Madden and 2K, cause
I know it's on MLB The Show, but
it is. I didn't know that.
Yeah, MLB The Show was a letdown.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, well, I think it's a good time intermission.
I ain't buying 2K though. After 20, what they did to 22 was about to be an elite game until they messed it all up. People was like, shoot, they was like, defense is too hard, and then they nerfed the defense, and then all the what's that archetype called? Play shots started taking over and going side to side to get open, and it made the game substantially worse, and then I stopped playing.
Yeah, all I play is play now.
I don't play it at all.
I play 5v5 play now. I'm like super bored. Like if I'm like just there's not enough for me to do right now, then I'll like do play now. But for the most part,
I'll be playing Destiny. That's all I play.
For the most part, I don't really play 2K.
Good. No one should play that garbage. It's funny because the 2K23 hosted the Summer League, but it was not a single 2K creator there.
Wow. I thought Ronnie 2K would be there.
Well, I'm pretty sure he was there, but like none of the community people who actually like make content on it and stuff. I don't think any of them was there. Like, hey, way to put on for your community, 2K.
What else happened? Let's see. It's the Madden ratings. It was the QB rankings. Oh, the NBA jump. All right. Okay, so matter of fact, I'm gonna send it to you right now.
Oh, the team building.
Yeah, the team building jump. I'm gonna send it to you right now. Okay. So we're gonna create our own team.
Yep.
But players under 25. Now you get $15.
And we're gonna put the graphic on screen so y'all can
Y'all can see. So for $5, it's Luka Doncic, Jason Tatum, it's Ja Morant, it's Trae Young, it's Zion Williamson. For $4, it's DeAndre Ayton. I don't know why. It makes no sense. Brandon Ingram, Darius Garland, Anthony Edwards, LaMelo Ball. $3, Lonzo Ball. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know why Lonzo Ball is at $3. That's my guy, but $3, that's crazy. De'Aaron Fox, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a bargain. Tyler Hero, don't know why Tyler Hero is $3. That's insane. And then you have Jarrett Allen. And then at $2, Evan Mobley, Cade Cunningham, Jordan Poole, Scotty Barnes. I meant $3. I meant that dude from the Grizzlies. Yeah, Desmond Bane. And then you had Jarrett Allen. And then $1, you have the guy from Atlanta, John Collins. You had Tyrese Halliburton, Tyrese Maxey, Jalen Green, and then you have JJJ, Jaren Jackson Jr. So I'm gonna start it off, and I gotta go with Luka because he's the best player on the board. I gotta go with the best player. Then I'm gonna go for my 2. I will go with Tyrese Maxey.
Okay.
Because Tyrese Maxey, he not only can he shoot without the ball, but he can defend. I need a guy that can play defense. I need a guy that's a two-way. Because Luka, he's not the best defender. So, at my 3, I'm gonna go with Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum, he can shoot. He can do everything you need a wing player can do. He can play defense when it's like, as we saw in the playoffs. So Jason Tatum is my 3. Now at my 4, it's where it gets interesting. I'm going to go with, Evan Mobley. Upside. He can shoot the mid-range shot. He can play defense. He can get you rebounds, block shots. I'm going to go with Evan Mobley. And then at my final spot, I'm going to go with Jaren Jackson Jr.
You literally made my team you pretty much made my team. But I'm going to do something different this issue.
Jaren Jackson Jr. because he can play defense. He was in the running for Defensive Player of the Year. He can stretch the floor. He can shoot the 3 at a prolific rate. I like Jaren Jackson Jr., especially since this list is not a whole lot of size. So you can get away with Jaren Jackson Jr. playing the 5. So that's my list. Luka, Tyrese Maxey, Jason Tatum, Evan Mobley, and Jaren Jackson Jr.
Okay. I'm going to do some quick calculations here.
I was thinking about Brandon Ingram, but I was like, Luka, Brandon Ingram, how's that going to fit? Need somebody that can really shoot, so.
Yeah.
Because Luka, he's a guy that demands the ball. He's a guy that high usage rate when it comes to handling the basketball. So I need guys that can shoot off the ball, that doesn't need the ball in their hands all the time. So
makes sense.
Evan Mobley, Jaren Jackson, they're going to play their role. They're going to get rebounds. They're going to play defense at a great rate. So I like those guys. They're going to run the floor as well. They're not guys that are just going to be just walking in the fast break. Like, no, they're actually going to be running after you get the rebound, and you can pass them the ball off a lob or outlet pass. So I like my list.
Okay, I'm gonna do mine differently. I agree with Aaron's list because that's like the team I'd put together. But I'm gonna do mine a little different. I'm gonna do mine. Mine is gonna be a little different. So for my 1 guard, I'm going to spend $4 on my dog Darius Garland.
Darius Garland. Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
Darius Garland. He's no Luka, but he got a jumper. He likes to play the passing lane a lot. He can get a little on-ball steals. Great passer. He could finish at the rack well. Great team guy. And for my 2 guard, I'm going to go with another $4 selection in the Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. Great young guy. He could get at you on offense, defense. His jumper is getting better as the seasons go on. So, yeah, I'm going to give me Ant-Man to play 2, so that's $8. And for my 3 guard, I'm going to go with – oh, wait, hold on. I think I might have messed this up.
Well, you said Darius Garland is your 1, Anthony Edwards is your 2. who's going to be your 3?
I think I messed this one up.
Because both Darius Garland and Anthony Edwards are $4. So
yeah, my bad. I'm sorry, not Ant-Man. I'm sorry. For my 2 guard. I'm going to go with the $3 selection, SGA.
Ooh, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Straight bucket getter. Point blank period. He's won me plenty of bets throughout the season. That's my guy right there. So then for my 3 guard, I'm going to go and pick a $5 selection, Jason Tatum. And don't be so, but I know I gave Jason Tatum a lot of flack, but let's be real. He's still good, okay? He's still good. Still an all-star caliber player. Okay. And for my 4, I'm going to go with the $2 selection, Evan Mobley. Great defensive. Sometimes he'll give you a bucket, We just need defense. And for my center, I'll go Jaren Jackson at the 5 because he plays defense. He can shoot. Yeah, pretty much. So my team is Darius Garland, SGA, Tatum, Mobley, and Jaren Jackson.
Okay.
That team will get you a ring if SGA stays healthy.
You're not afraid? You're not concerned about that perimeter defense, though?
No, I'm not concerned about perimeter defense because Mobley and Jaren Jackson Jr. and Tatum can guard the perimeter pretty well.
Okay.
They can pretty much switch on if they need to.
I like that. I like that a lot. Jason Tatum, definitely. You could say what you want about Jason Tatum. He did take his team to the finals. He did show up in the playoffs.
He put up like 40-some points in the game, in the elimination game.
He did drop 50 on the Nets that one year, so he's a bucket getter. He's a 3-level scorer. Yeah, he's a 3-level scorer. So let's not act like he's not still one of the top 20 players in the league. Arguably top 15. So, yeah, I like it. I like you sort of I could tell that you really know the players that you want. You understand like, okay, they're sort of how they play, how they operate, and how well they could sort of gel with one another. And Darius Garland, he's not a guy like he dribbles the ball a good amount, but he's a point guard. But at the same time, he could also shoot off the dribble. He could shoot without the ball. I've seen him do it before. He's a really good shooter. You saw it in the All-Star game. We've seen him shoot the ball a lot and in Cleveland as well. So I like that. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, not a lot of people sort of watch his game because he's in OKC, and OKC hasn't been winning. But he's a bucket getter. Dude, he's a 3-level scorer, actually. He can pretty much do everything. And did he get a new contract? I think he may have got an extension. Sure. But if he didn't, he needs to get a new contract because he definitely deserves it. Dude is definitely one of the most underrated players in the NBA. He doesn't get enough shine.
Because he plays on a bad team.
Yeah, like Jerry, I think it may have been Jerry West when he got traded from Clippers, who was like, damn, I didn't want to trade Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And at the time, I didn't see it because I was like, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander? Like, I have not seen anything that he's done that just warrants him just with all this hype. But then he goes to OKC and it's like, oh, okay, I see what you guys was talking about. So I like that. Jason Tatum, Evan Mobley, just his upside. Again, defense, rebounding, ability to run the floor. That's just a you can't go wrong with Evan Mobley. And then Jaren Jackson Jr. Those two guys already have them. You guys already know how I feel about them. 2 really good players that you would want on your team. So, yeah, the list is solid. It's fluid. I think my team is better, though. So.
Yeah, I see, because you got Luka. Yeah.
And Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
So.
And I wanted to switch it up a little bit.
I was thinking about Brandon Ingram maybe putting him on the list. I was thinking about like having it where it's sort of going like relatively small because of the players on this list. It's not really about size per se. It's more just like wings and guards than it is like centers. Because the only true center is like DeAndre Ayton. Everybody else is like relatively like a guard or a wing.
Right.
Yeah. So, but a lot of these I like a lot of these players on this list. Like Jalen Green, he has a tremendous upside. Cade Cunningham, him. I don't know why Jordan Poole is $2. Tyler Hero is $3. I don't understand that. Like the way that they graded these, the way that they sort of put these what are these rows together, it's very strange.
I like De'Aaron Fox, but I think 3 for De'Aaron Fox is kind of a stretch.
What?
I've seen them Sacramento games, and sometimes he just goes in a straight chucker mode.
Really? You think De'Aaron? I feel like that's correct for De'Aaron Fox.
Maybe because he's just been hurt recently.
Yeah, because averaging 20 and 10, 20 and 9, that's pretty damn good. And him and Shea, I think they're in the same tier. To me, I think they're in the same tier. Tyler Hero though and Lonzo Ball, I think they should be $1.
Okay, let's not. Lonzo was definitely at least 2.
What?
Yes.
Wow.
You see how that Bulls team looked after Lonzo got hurt?
I like Lonzo, but if you put De'Aaron Fox in that situation, I feel like the same thing will probably happen.
Lonzo plays defense.
He does, but
like good defense.
Yeah, he does really.
And
play.
he passes
he
better
does.
than De'Aaron Fox, in my opinion. Assists don't mean you're a good passer.
That's a good. Well, but who's a more? Would you say De'Aaron Fox or Lonzo Ball?
I think Lonzo runs the floor better.
Is a bet? Oh, you think he's a better playmaker?
Yeah.
But the thing about Lonzo though is, like, as a guy that initiates the offense, I feel like he's sort of underperformed in that area. As a guy that initiates the offense, that get guys to their spots, to where they need to go. I feel like, because he's averaging like 5 assists, 6 assists. I feel like he should be averaging more.
I mean, when you got 2 bucket getters like DeRozan and Levine
But
on your
even still, like, just 5 assists for your point guard, who in college coming out was known to be like the next Jason Kidd or something, you would think he would average like 8 assists, at least 8 assists. Because remember Tyrese Halliburton, the dude's averaging like 8 assists a game, like 8, 9 assists a game, while giving you 20 points. So not only is he giving you 8 assists, but he's giving you 20 points. That's just me. And like Malcolm Brogdon, I wouldn't say he's a traditional point guard. He's more of a combo, but he's giving you 8 assists as well. And he's not a traditional point guard. So Lonzo, I would say in terms of initiating the offense, I'll give him a slight edge over De'Aaron Fox. But in terms of like just his ability to be a playmaker, I feel like he hasn't lived up to just sort of the hype that people have sort of proclaimed him to be, which is like this Jason Kidd level of facilitating. I haven't seen it. Now his passing, I've seen flashy passes from the full court, one-handed passes and stuff, but I haven't seen it consistently. Like his brother LaMelo, he's doing it. What LaMelo is doing, I thought Lonzo would be doing from like a playmaking perspective. But just his just not being aggressive enough, not trying to just not being aggressive enough. That's really what it is. I just think it is being allowing other people to initiate the offense, I guess. But I'm
higher on Lonzo than most people.
Yeah, I like Lonzo. He's a really good player. He's a starting level guard. I think him and Marcus Smart maybe. I feel like Lonzo is a little bit better than Marcus Smart. I think he is. I would say they're about
at point guard. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So I would say Lonzo and Marcus. He's more like. Remember Ron Harper with the Bulls? I feel like he's sort of like kind of like Ron Harper in a way with the Bulls. Maybe not. Maybe I'm not giving him enough credit because Ron Harper couldn't facilitate like Lonzo. So I don't know. Who would Lonzo comp be? Would it be Andre Miller?
Okay, Andre Miller couldn't shoot the side of a barn. Let's not do that.
I don't know who would it, because it's not Drew Holiday. He's not Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday gave you a bucket. Drew Holiday was an all-star. Who would be his comp? It's not Jason the Kid. We already know that. It's not Steve Nash. It's not. We obviously know it's not Magic Johnson. Like, it's not even close to Magic Johnson. I don't know who his comp would be. A guy that he'll give you like 13 and like 6 assists, but he can initiate your offense. I don't know who his comp will be. I don't know. Maybe I say Marcus Smart, but Marcus Smart is not the passer that Lonzo Ball is. I don't know. You guys tell me. You guys tell me what his comp is. But is there anything else that you want to sort of talk about? I'm trying to remember off the top of my head because I think there might be something, but I don't know. Is there something?
Bring up the Josh Allen versus Aaron Rodgers thing?
Oh yeah. Okay, we could talk about that. Oh, who you want to start, bench, and cut? There was this sort of thing where it was like Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, and Josh Allen. Start, bench, and cut. So for me, I would start Mahomes, I would bench Aaron Rodgers, and I would cut Josh Allen.
See, it's a fake video?
What you mean?
Aaron, the Aaron Rodgers fan who switched teams to root for the Packers is putting Mahomes over Aaron Rodgers?
Hear me out.
That is interesting.
Number one, the playoffs. Got to count the playoffs. And Aaron Rodgers didn't show up. I couldn't find him. Mahomes, on the other, he showed up in the playoffs. Now, against the Bengals,
different story.
Different. But the divisional round, he came up huge. He was clutch. Now, we could say what we want about the overtime rules, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. You get what's on your plate, and you gotta deal with it. So Mahomes showed up when it counted most in the divisional round, and Aaron Rodgers, he shied away. He didn't show up. He had the better team. He was at home. The conditions were in the Packers' favor. They had the home field advantage. The crowd was electric. Everything was in his favor. You had Devontae Adams. You had the defense. Everybody was healthy on defense. The only thing I'll say that was bad for the Packers was the offensive line, and it was apparent in the game. Special teams as well. That was definitely one of the reasons why they lost, because I think they got a block. Was it a block kick that resulted in a touchdown? I believe it was. So you can talk about that as well. But overall, Aaron Rodgers didn't make the plays. Mahomes did. So even though Mahomes, he had a mediocre first half of the season, and I was there when Mahomes faced the Washington Commanders and was looking real suspect. At the end of the day, Mahomes, I can count on Mahomes more than I can count on Rodgers in the playoffs. So I got to go with Mahomes. I just got to, even though Aaron Rodgers was the MVP. Now, Josh Allen,
he's just a victim of circumstance.
He's a victim of circumstance, a victim of having to play the Chiefs, having to play Mahomes. But also, I just think I need to see him get over the hump before I proclaim him, before I leap him over Aaron Rodgers. Once he gets over the hump, then I'll say, okay, I'll say cut Aaron Rodgers, bench Josh Allen, start Mahomes, or start Josh Allen, bench Mahomes, cut Aaron Rodgers. But for right now, I'm starting Mahomes, I'm benching Aaron Rodgers, I'm cutting Josh Allen.
Yeah, I agree.
You agree?
Josh Allen, his development has been crazy. There was a lot of people that he wouldn't even be a starter in the league when he got drafted.
Yep.
They say he was all arm, but he really got way better.
It's because coming out, there was a concern about his accuracy throwing the football, because he threw like 55% or something like that. So, and I think there was something where most quarterbacks in college who are successful in the league, they'll throw like over like 60% or something like that. So it was definitely very concerning, but you saw the physical traits, you saw the attributes that he had, and I think just seeing Josh Allen's progression, that's how organizations should sort of take care of their quarterback.
You see how they surrounded him with talent.
Yeah, and a
Unlike
good
some
coaching
teams.
staff. And a good coaching staff as well. See,
And
unlike
defense.
the Bears that think, oh, we could just get the guy there and he'll develop on his own. Not give him an offensive-minded head coach. Not give him the receivers that he needs. Let his best receiver go in free agency. Let the best defensive player go and trade him away for some picks. It's just not going to be successful. You're going to draft Zach Wilson. You're going to draft Trevor Lawrence, right? And hire Urban Meyer, a guy that has been in controversy for the past 3-4 years, had to leave his job in Ohio State. Remember that? Left his job, left him high and dry, and then everybody knew what was going to happen. So it just lets you know that if you surround your quarterback with the right pieces, with the right environment, they're going to succeed, especially if they have that mindset. So you can't have a quarterback, no matter how great just their overall attributes, how how committed they are. If you don't have the right pieces, then you're not going to succeed. There's not many Andrew Lucks out there. And even he couldn't survive.
Yeah, that man had an super early retirement. He said, I can't take this no more.
Yeah. So, there was some Devontae Adams.
What'd he say?
He is drinking that Kool-Aid for Derek Carr. He said, because Josina Anderson was interviewing him during training camp for the Raiders, I believe. And so they were talking about Derek Carr and sort of the adjustment that he would have to make going from Aaron Rodgers to Derek Carr. And he said, when you go from a Hall of Famer to another Hall of Famer, there's going to be a bit of an adjustment. What Kool-Aid are you drinking, sir? I don't understand what you think Derek Carr is. You said, he's Aaron Rodgers-like. I need to see some Aaron Rodgers production. You talk about Aaron Rodgers like.
I think I did see a stat. I don't know how true it. I think it said that the Raiders had a top 6 passing offense before they even had it, before the addition of Devontae Adams. So
but
I don't know how true that is.
At the end of the day, Hall of Famer to Hall of Famer?
Yeah, he's bugging.
Hall of Famer what? Fresno State? Because that's the only Hall of Fame I'm thinking of. Hall of Famer of his high school? Hall of Famer, I don't know. Did he play baseball or something? I don't know what Hall of Fame you're thinking of, but the National Football League Hall of Fame is not where he's going unless he gets a Super Bowl or MVP or some All-Pros or some Pro Bowls. Because Derek Carr, before I would say 2016, when he was in the MVP discussion, you had a point. Maybe you had a little bit of a point, but right now, you're just drinking that Kool-Aid, sir. I don't know what you smoking. Maybe it's that Las Vegas air or something. I don't know what it is. Yeah, but that's another thing. Ezekiel Elliott. The whole, we've been talking about sort of PFF. You've had your you haven't grievances. Really. You have just sort of grievances.
It's mostly
dislikes.
Just the DB. The way they grade DBs is kind of funny.
But yeah, Ezekiel Elliott, he said that people that
he said people that never play football listen to PFF.
And you were like, you know what? He's right.
I mean, see, thing is, PFF has such a pull on the general football population. It's like, relax. Since when do we only go to one source for all information and stats? And you got to check multiple sources, because if you go about what one person or one source is, then whatever they put out, you'll take it as law. And that is not how sports works. That is not how research works.
I feel like NFL specifically, they do this. Like even NBA, there's like multiple sort of ways you can get statistics, whatever. But when it comes to football, it's like they promote PFF so much to the degree, like if you watch the NBC games, the primetime games, all you'll see is PFF rankings for this guy. I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, this guy is ranked 32nd. Like, I'm like, wait a minute, that's Trent Williams. Why is he ranked 15th? Like, why is Mike Evans ranked like 15th wide receiver in this position? Like, Mike Evans is a top 10 receiver. What are we doing here? And I get it. I think Chris Collinsworth, he's one of the founders of PFF, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe that's one of the reasons why they keep promoting it. It's just getting ridiculous, some of the stuff that they do, like these rankings. Like, what is the criteria? Like, they never talk about the criteria. Never.
Yep.
It's just stupid, bro. It's just stupid.
I especially don't like the way they grade DBs. Even wide receivers, sometimes it's like, okay.
Like, if you watch Skip and Shannon, like, first of all, Skip and Shannon is just, like, when it comes to PFF, they just blow me because they'll use PFF, but then all of a sudden Skip, like, oh, that's not accurate. Like, he'll use PFF for his argument, but then when Shannon used PFF, he's like, oh, that's not accurate.
I like next gen stats better. I feel like they have a more objective perspective when the stats and the grading and stuff. Yeah,
like PFF and StatMuse, like they're, to me, those two right there, I feel like they there's similarities to them because I feel like there's an agenda that they push. I swear to you, every time I go on Twitter, it's some like StatMuse stat to like push a certain agenda, like a LeBron agenda or a Steph agenda or like I don't know, like some certain agenda that they want to like just I don't know, they want to prove that this player isn't as good as he is or something like that. It just seems like every time. So yeah, it's just getting ridiculous. Like, PFF, calm down. We get it. Y'all are not the number one source of statistics.
There shouldn't only be one source of statistics anyway.
It's trying to be a monopoly of statistics, but
I will not allow it.
Got sports. I think it's Sports Spectrum or something like that. It's a StatMuse, Pro Football Reference,
Next Gen
Stats, ESPN. They do some. I think that's the only ones I can really think of the top. I think NFL, obviously NFL does.
The way I say it, if you want to see how good a player is, you need to watch the film.
Yep, watch the film. The thing about it though is that the NFL, I think they do have like sort of a they have a a streaming thing where you can like watch all the previous games.
I think it's Game Pass.
Yeah. NBA, I don't think they kind of have that.
Does League Pass let you go back and watch?
They do, but they don't have like all the games though. I'm like, dude, why can't I watch Game 6 of 2012 Eastern Conference Finals?
They said you better DVR it.
Bruh, I was trying to look up LeBron Game 6 2012 Eastern Conference Finals. I couldn't find it. I'm like, why can't I find it? That's such an iconic game.
Go to Reddit. I'm pretty sure they'll have it.
Nah, bro. I literally searched up on the internet of that junk, and it's all I could find is like maybe the
NBA is real strict on that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
they will take your content down.
I don't get it. I don't get why they do that. Like, there's some games
but
on
they
YouTube.
have a whole bunch of games from the 90s on YouTube, so you can fully watch, which is interesting.
And they have obviously they have Game 7 of 2016. Like
of course.
Yeah, but Game 6 2012. Come on now, bro. We need it. I was trying to watch it. But they don't have it on there. It just blows me.
I got an NFL question for you.
What NFL question?
And it's a pretty, I say it's a split debate, but would you rather have an top tier edge rusher or a top tier corner? So would you rather have edge rusher?
Easy. Because at the end of the day, cornerbacks are valuable. But if you can't get to the quarterback, eventually your cornerback is going to get exposed. No matter how great he is. He could be Dion. He could be Revis. The cornerbacks need time.
Okay.
They need time. If they don't have... No, they don't need time. What they need the quarterback to be on edge. Right. The phrase, edge rusher. They need a quarterback to be on edge all the time and make the mistakes, because if the quarterback has enough time, they'll be able to find a crease where they can throw to the receiver. And so edge rusher is definitely most important. Like, I would want a Michael Parsons over. Well, Michael Parsons not an edge rusher, but I want a
T.J. Watt,
or a somebody that caliber. Somebody that caliber instead of a Jair
Myles
Alexander.
Garrett, yeah.
Instead of a Jair Alexander. Even though Jair Alexander is tremendous, he's phenomenal. But as we saw against the Buccaneers in the playoffs, he did his thing, but at the end of the day, Tom Brady was still able to make plays because he had time in the pocket.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm going definitely. Would you want I would say all-pro off left tackle, or would you want a all-pro pass rusher?
Give me the line. I think offensive line is the most important thing in football next to QB. Because like as you can see, offensive line, literally that's where you can pass, you can run, you can do all type of trickery and stuff, because if your line is nice and coordinated, it opens up the playbook more. Yeah, yes, your receivers can be mediocre, but if you can block long enough, they'll get open.
Do you feel like it's harder to find a great offensive lineman or a great pass rusher?
It's harder to find great. Actually, no.
I feel like it's harder to find a great offensive lineman because I'm just been hearing different things regarding just
think of
practice.
all the great linemen that's in the league currently, and think of all the pass rushers. I think it's less great pass rushers than there are good linemen.
Because I look at it, I know obviously.
It also
Trent Williams,
depends what part of the line, because because the tackles are more important when it comes to pass protection than like a center or a guard.
Well, in terms of like offensive tackles.
I think all pro offensive tackle. I think I have that rated higher than the edge rusher.
Because a guy like a Trent Williams, because it's like Trent
Williams. He can shut down an entire side of the field.
Like you have Trent Williams. You have would you say Tyron Smith still
when he's
top
healthy?
Tier?
Yeah.
Tyron Smith.
You got it's a lot of Bakhtiari.
Bakhtiari when he's healthy. Can't think of anybody else.
It's a lot of I can't remember. Rashawn Slater's on his way.
Yeah. I don't know. See, you can't name off the top of your head. That just lets you know that the talent disparity is just not. It's just not there.
It's a lot of guys.
Like, there's guards, there's centers, but in terms of offensive tackles, which is like the premier position for like an offensive lineman, it's really the only guys I can name. It's like a top.
Ron Armstead is solid. Dwayne Brown solid. Jason Peters even.
Wait, Dwayne Brown's still in the league?
Wait, didn't he just get arrested, or was that someone else?
That probably somebody else.
I think he might. Yeah.
I didn't know he was still in the league. Who else?
Brian Bulaga.
Nah, he's
washed.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
He's washed, bro. I can't think of anybody else.
Yeah, I'm looking at the list. Oh, Anthony Costanzo, he's solid.
He alright. Yeah. Oh, Penei Sewell. Penei Sewell, and the guy from Buccaneers.
Ali Marpet.
Nah, wait. Unless he's a guard.
I think Ali Marpet's a center.
The guy from the Buccaneers they drafted like 2 years ago.
Tristan Wirfs.
Tristan Wirfs. Yeah, him. He's solid as well. So it's not
a great tackle is hard to come by.
Yeah, I would go with a great tackle.
Yeah, because it's a lot of edge rushers that'll give you good production.
Or not even just edge rushers, just say pass rushers in general.
Honestly, speaking of pass rush, what do you think is better? Because this take is how I can tell a casual from a person that knows ball. But casual. I'm pretty sure you'll get the right. What's better, pressures or sacks?
I'll go pressures.
Thank you.
Because
ball.
Because sacks, you can get a half a sack. Like you can the guy, like one of your teammates could do like all the work, but you could just be in the facility and get like half a sack. Like it's that simple. But pressures, like Aaron Donald, that it shows just his just how valuable he is. Like, Aaron Donald will get, like, a ton of pressures. And he'll get, like, double team, triple team, TJ Watt. Because at the end of the day, pass rushers, they're not always going to get there. They're not always going to get home. But if you can get a pressure, if you can, like, get, like a second before, you know, it's very valuable. So, yeah, pressures, definitely, I would go pressures.
Good answer. That's a different take from what I had. I just say pressures because like sacks will fluctuate year by year and throughout the season, but pressures are pretty much consistent. So, you know, if a player is getting more pressure, like that's why I think like players like DeMarcus Lawrence, he isn't like, you look at his stats, you're like, oh, this guy he's not that good. He doesn't get a lot of sacks, but he does get QB pressure. And all you need is a QB to be flustered or get them off their rhythm and routine, and that could lead to anything happening in the field of play.
Look at defensive tackles, like they get pressors. They're not going to get you a lot of sacks, but they'll get you a lot of pressures, and that's why they get Pro Bowls. I forgot who else. There's other pass rushers where it's like they don't get like the 15 to 16 sacks, but they'll get you a lot of pressures. So, yeah, pressures, I definitely value them more than sacks, because sacks, you can, if you're the number one guy and you're getting double teamed, but your other teammate is getting the sacks, and they're going one-on-one, I mean, of course they're going to have more
players
sacks.
Be getting paid, and then they go to another team and they ain't getting the same production.
It's like wide receivers. It's like with Juju and AB, where, like, you look at Juju, he had the more targets. I don't know if he had the more touchdowns, but I think he had more receiving yards. But we all know AB was the better receiver, but he was getting double teamed. He was the guy that was people were game planning against. But Juju had the better stats. Well, if you watch the games, you know who's the better receiver. And against the Saints, that one time when they were like, I think that year they were 9-8, AB balled out in prime time against the Saints. So we know, just watch the games. We all say just watch the games and you'll understand. Like Aaron Donald, pay attention to Aaron Donald and what he does. Because I remember, like, I used to just not really pay attention to the defensive line. But then once I, like, really keyed into, like, I'm like, damn, why is Aaron Donald always, like, regarded as the best player in NFL? Why? What is that? I started looking.
The game, it's like, oh.
You start looking at, like, just Aaron Donald alone. Don't look at anything else. Aaron Donald, and you're like, damn. First of all, this guy double team, and he's still able to beat the double team. And then he's 1-on-1, just destroying the offensive guard, offensive lineman, whatever it is, the tackle, the center, you name it, just pushing them aside. Like against the Bengals, monster. Yeah. He could have won the Super Bowl MVP. I was thinking.
I thought he was going to win Super Bowl MVP.
Cooper Kupp, I didn't see.
I think he had 2 sacks that game.
He did. I think didn't he have a forced fumble too?
Yeah, Aaron Donald's that guy. I say when this all, he'll probably be top. He will definitely be top 3 when his career is over.
He's top 3 right now.
Oh yeah.
Top 2, arguably.
He could be top 2.
And like he made the what was it, the game-ending tackle?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah. So Aaron Donald, watch Aaron Donald and what he does.
That dude's a monster.
All these people like Skip Bayless.
If there's a redraft in the NFL, I'm pretty sure the number 1 person will be Aaron Donald off the board.
Really?
Or QB.
He'll
be the first non-QB off the board.
Yeah, facts. Like it'll be like Mahomes, maybe Josh Allen.
Maybe a team goes and get a guy like Herbert or
maybe
something.
Herbert, like young talented QBs, but then after that, then they'll go with Aaron Donald because he's just too dominant. And then like people like Skip Bayless be like, well, when he played against the Cowboys, he didn't have no sacks to get his. But how many pressures did he have? What? How many double teams did he have to like face? How many triple teams? Like, tell the whole story. Don't just say, oh, he didn't have no sacks, because that doesn't tell the whole story when it comes to a defensive tackle of Aaron Donald's caliber. So, yeah, definitely agree with you on the pressures take on it. But is there anything else that you want to talk about in terms of NFL? I feel like there's hasn't been really anything else.
I'm just very excited. Football is almost back.
Yeah,
The best time of the year.
Who's playing in the Hall of Fame game?
I have no idea. I hope it ain't the Cowboys.
It's always the Cowboys. Every year it's always the Cowboys. I swear it is.
Preseason, it don't matter.
Yeah, it don't.
Like Cowboys didn't win a single preseason game last year.
Jimmy Garoppolo. There was a report that said that the 49ers let Jimmy Garoppolo explore a trade. So, I guess they believe in Trey Lance now. I guess Trey Lance is actually doing a good job in OTAs and mandatory minicamps that makes them believe that he can be the guy, because now they're saying Jimmy Garoppolo can go explore teams, trade teams. So
who do you think will even take the chance on that, though?
I think it really depends on the asking price, but a team that would take the chance, I don't know. Who's the team that needs a quarterback, but that's a solid team? I don't know. I don't know what would be a team like that. Me. I don't know. That's hard. It's hard to say. It's hard to say because I feel like every team has.
I would say the Seahawks, but you said a good team.
Maybe the Saints.
I'd rather have Jameis over
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to really say what team would want Jimmy Garoppolo at this point, because all the teams like Matt Ryan, he went to the Colts. Maybe Atlanta, but why would Atlanta want Jimmy Garoppolo when they're sort of trying to lose on purpose to get that guy from Alabama, the QB from Alabama? So,
is his name Bryce or something?
Bryce Young.
Yeah.
Bryce Young. So, yeah, well, remains to be seen. I personally believe he'll probably still be on the teams, especially since training camp is like right around the corner. So I think we'll just have to wait another year before a deal is sort of finalized for Jimmy Garoppolo. Yeah.
Speaking of deals, the Ravens better pay Lamar's money before he walks and goes to Miami next year.
Yeah, it's Kyler Murray.
He will definitely go play for the home team.
But yeah, you talked about how sort of the market regarding Kyler Murray, because there was like sort of this.
Yeah, people will say, "Why pay Kyler Murray all this money?" I'm like, bro, you pay the market. You are not going to find a QB that's going to give you the same production as Kyler Murray did. You're just not going to. So you got to pay him.
Yeah, it's definitely hard to do because he hasn't been healthy the past few years. He's like, just like when you said about Russ, the first half he's cooking, but then the second half his play diminishes. Well, you can say the same thing about Kyler Murray.
You can.
And he's just been not healthy. You could say because of his size, being 5'9", that really is going to hurt you a lot. But
to the benefit, I'm going to give Kyler a little bit of benefit of doubt. His number one receiver did miss the rest of the year.
And he doesn't have a comparable offensive line.
And his coach is known for choking the second half of the season.
So you could definitely say that it's not all on Kyler, but I have seen some instances where Kyler hasn't shown up.
And sometimes he quits sometimes, or he pouts.
Like he'll lose to the Detroit Lions or teams like that where you're like,
he definitely has
really?
Sometimes he has a body language issues. That's kind of like something you don't want to see, but you got to bank on the talent.
You do. But like you said, Lamar Jackson needs to get paid. He deserves it.
The Ravens need to get that boy $250 and at least give him $200 guaranteed.
Yeah, Deshaun Watson.
He revived that franchise.
Deshaun Watson, he definitely reset the market.
Yeah.
I just don't understand some of these organizations. Like, they just keep waiting and waiting and waiting.
Some orgs haven't had a franchise QB in nearly 2 decades, and that's insane to me.
Like, if you see the talent the first 2 years, or maybe even 3, why would you wait? Like, just
the market just goes up.
It's.
That's why I'm saying if CD has a breakout year, you got to pay him now.
Like, this is not the stock market where you buy the dip. Like, no, it continues to go up. Like, this is not some stock market where it goes up, it goes down. You can't manipulate the market to your favor. You can't. Maybe running backs, Maybe, because running backs have been devalued the past few years, especially that Zeke contract. Sorry, I had to throw salt in the wound like that.
I think I heard a Cowboys source, I think his name Bobby Bell. They said no matter what Zeke does this year, he's gone.
Ooh.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard from him.
Wow.
He said that on one of the local Dallas radio shows.
Wow.
He said Zeke could do 1,500. It don't matter. Because that contract is terrible. I'm like, dang, Zeke Zeke is one of the favorites in the order. I don't know if they just throw him to the wayside like that.
Who has the worst contract in the NFL right now?
The worst contract?
Yeah.
It's hard to not say Zeke, but I'm pretty sure there's a worse contract.
Nah, there is a worse contract.
I can't think of a top of my head. What is it?
Slant God. Slant
Oh,
boy.
Michael. First team ski mask.
The ultimate heist man.
Man has had a hurt. What did he do to his ankle?
I thought he had a shoulder now. It's a shoulder.
I don't know.
He's on the pup list now. I'm like, what does he do? What has he done? Seriously. Like, is this a John Wall situation where he just, I don't know, he fell in his people say he fell in his house, whatever. I don't know how, and tore his Achilles. Is this something like that where it's just a freak accident? Dude has barely played the past few years and getting paid $20 million a year. I call that a heist. I call that a robbery of epic proportions.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with dude.
So
if I'm a Saints fan and he's not ready week 1, I am very upset.
Yeah, man.
Because that receiving core needs the help.
Yeah, because he been talking all this trash on Twitter. Dude not even playing. Like, dude, what are you doing? Like, shouldn't you be training? Shouldn't you just be
I seen he posted
0 dark 30?
He posted some workout videos on Instagram. I'm like, I know he's slow, but I'm like, he was slow when he played, but he always got open. I was like, he's looking a little slower now. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, now you got Jameis Winston throwing you the ball.
I think Jameis Winston's a capable QB.
But
he'll get you. I think he'll get you to the playoffs.
Do you feel like Michael Thomas was a product of Drew Brees, or do you feel like Michael Thomas can be productive
I think Michael Thomas helped Drew Brees out.
Really?
Because we all know Drew Brees' arm was cooked towards the end of his career.
But he was still productive.
Drew Brees was still good.
He wasn't like Peyton Manning his last year, where he was just a shell of himself. Like, he was just cooked beyond measure. Like, no, he was still putting up relatively good numbers, even without Michael Thomas on the field, excuse me. So I feel like you said Michael Thomas was he helped Drew Brees. No, I think Drew Brees helped Michael Thomas, because I don't know if Michael Thomas, maybe Aaron Rodgers, maybe Tom Brady for sure. Tom Brady, like with Michael Thomas, he would have definitely slant boy. He would have definitely been slant boy for Tom Brady for sure. Especially what he's doing with Mike Evans and Chris Scott.
Didn't Chris Godwin leave, or he's still on the team?
Nah, he's still on the team. They're signing. Yeah.
Thought he left.
Nah, Cap's not real. Cap's not real when it comes to the Bucks and the Rams. Yeah. They just seem to know how to re-sign people.
The method is you pretty much, when you re-sign players, you pretty much backload all the money. So you're pretty much just kicking the can down the road.
Delaying the inevitable.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Then I heard Leonard Fournette. There was this whole thing with Leonard Fournette and him being out of shape.
Out of shape and overweight and stuff.
He's like, wait till September 11. I'm like,
I know that's when the season starts, but that's still kind of crazy.
It's like, ooh, you need to
read
the room.
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that? Huh?
Yeah, football.
Yeah.
The greatest time of the year.
Read the
room.
Ask me. But yeah, Michael Thomas and Zeke have the worst contracts in the league. Somebody said.
The crazy thing is, Zeke was doing really well before he got hurt. But I don't think there's no excuse giving a running back nearly 20 M's.
Do you think Tony Pollard's better than Zeke?
When he plays, yeah. When Tony Pollard's on the field, he's better than Zeke.
Yeah, Tony Pollard,
he's more versatile than Zeke, too. Zeke is the better blocker, obviously. But everything else can be TP.
Somebody said Kirk Cousins had a worse contract, but I was like, nah. He's always playing. He's giving you 4,000 yards. He's giving you 20 plus.
You know what you get when you pay.
But Michael Thomas and Zeke,
Kirk Cousins is on the field.
Michael Thomas and Zeke, they just diminish assets, man.
It's insane how Zeke still gets 1,000 yards every year.
Not last year though.
He did get 1,000
He
yards
did?
last season. Yeah,
I'm shocked.
he
very
had to
shocked.
do it in that Philadelphia game but still.
Oh, so he's statting. He was
Yeah,
patting his stats.
He definitely was. He played until he got his 1,000 yards and was at it.
Yeah. Crazy. On some Alpha Morris vibes. That's what he is now. He's Alfred Morris.
Nah, he's better than Alfred. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Zeke may be washed up now, but he ain't Alfred Morris bad.
Wow,
That's
you saying he
insane.
washed up?
Okay, compared to his when he first
fell
came,
off.
yeah.
He fell off. I ain't gonna say washed up. Do you
He's on a Todd Gurley type decline.
Do you feel like Zeke is still a top 20 running back?
Yes.
Is he top 15?
Let's name.
Okay, I'll
name
give
your top 15.
I give you. All right. So obviously you have the Derrick Henrys, you have the Jonathan Taylors, you have the Joe Mixons,
Dalvin Cook, Joe Mixon,
Kamara. I would say Aaron Jones. You have what's his name? The Cleveland running backs. You have
Nick
Chubb and
Kareem
Hunt.
You think Kareem's better than Zeke?
Absolutely.
Okay.
That's no question. I might put AJ Dillon over Zeke. I think AJ Dillon's more productive than Zeke. Games that I've seen, I think he's more productive. The running back for the Cardinals.
James Conner, absolutely not.
Didn't he lead the league in touchdowns?
I think at one point he did. I don't know if he finished the season
man,
like
I feel
that.
like he's more productive than Zeke.
That's interesting.
The running back from the Chargers,
Austin Eckler.
I feel like he's.
You think Najee Harris is better?
Yes, absolutely.
That's fair. I
Uh,
won't argue on that.
how many is that?
That's like 12 or
That's 12?
13, something like that.
What about Broncos?
Melvin Gordon?
Nah, not Melvin Gordon. The other running back.
I hope you ain't talking about who I think you talk about.
Who am I talking about?
Oh wait, no, he don't play for the Broncos no more. Broncos? What running back the Broncos got?
I forgot his name, but people be gassing him up. Broncos running back. What's his name? Javonte Williams.
I haven't seen enough to see enough, so I'm not even going to say.
I'll give Zeke the edge, even though Javonte Williams has a bigger upside.
Antonio Gibson, he better than Zeke?
I feel like they must. That's tough. I'd probably go Zeke.
Okay. What about Christian McCaffrey?
Yeah, sure. Even though he be
Christian
hurt.
McCaffrey can't stay on the field, but
Even though he's hurt. What about Leonard Fournette?
You
don't think Leonard Fournette better? I think Leonard Fournette better.
No, I don't.
He's been more productive, bro. Last year he was more productive, especially in fantasy. I know I'm talking about fantasy, but sometimes fantasy does correlate to real life. So Leonard Fournette was definitely more productive than Zeke last year.
What about Saquon? I don't think Saquon, he can't stay healthy enough in his.
I'm gonna go Saquon. I'm still take Saquon. I just think that his upside is still higher.
Wow.
Yeah.
Saquon had 1 rushing yard in a game, which is insane to me.
Okay, but I just think that
Zeke would never.
I trust Saquon more than I trust Zeke. I just feel like Zeke, his decline, he just keeps declining.
How long are we going to trust Saquon until we say, okay, this guy just not who we thought he was? Like how long is the leash going to get? The leash needs to be non-existent at this point. We've seen enough.
I need to see.
It's been what, 4 seasons?
I need to see a season.
Oh,
I need to see a season.
Oh, brother.
What about the Lions? That guy
DeAndre Swift? Nah.
You don't think he better? Okay.
Maybe because he plays for the Lions.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. So I think that's about 13, 14. I would say. So I'd give him top 15.
You think Josh Jacobs is better?
Nah.
Yeah, I wouldn't say.
See, if it wasn't, because last year he sort of like really declined, so I would say nah. I wouldn't go that route. So yeah, I put Zeke at 15.
Do you think CD is a top 15 wide receiver?
Well, let's see. You have
Obviously,
Devontae, Tyreek, Coop, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Keenan Allen, Mike Evans. Who else? Stephon Diggs.
Yep.
Who else?
You said Jamar, right?
Yeah, I said Jamar Chase.
You said Cup, okay. Is Odell still top?
Nah.
No.
Damn, who am I forgetting?
It's definitely Terry McLaurin.
Terry McLaurin.
AJ Brown.
AJ Brown. That's 10 right there. Debo, that's 11.
D Hop. How we forget DeAndre?
Oh my, because he's been hurt, bruh. That's 12 right there. When we go,
people say DK is better than CD. I'm like,
I don't know. They're like in the same tier, bruh.
yeah, I say they're the same. Is Coop better than CD?
Amari Cooper, nah.
He's not better than CD. Ooh, that's interesting.
Nah, he's not better.
That is interesting.
He's not better than CD. What's his name from the Bucks?
Mike Evans?
Nah.
No, didn't we say Mike? Chris Godwin?
Yeah, I think
Chris
he
Godwin?
better. I think he better right
Sure,
now.
let's do that.
So that's like 13.
What about Allen Robinson? Allen Robinson, is he washed? Did he fall
he
off
not
a little
washed.
bit?
He not washed, but I feel like his production is short. Maybe it's because of the Bears. It could be because of the Bears, but it's remained to be seen for him.
Okay.
I say CD is 14.
Okay, I'll take that.
I'll take
That's
CD
good
at
for the
14.
brand.
I say CD
Third year wide receiver being top 15.
But Dak
I'll
is
take
not
it.
top 10.
Anywho,
He's not. Like, why we keep doing this for Dak?
Anywho.
Like, Dak is. Stop putting the cape on for Dak. Like, Dak is okay. Dak is all right, but he's not no top 10. He's not better than Russ. He's not better than Lamar. He's not better than Herbert. He's not better than Burrow. He's not better than I'm just naming guys that are like not.
I'm not hearing
5.
it. You're just saying words.
He's not better
at
than
this point.
Stafford. Like, come on, man. He's not better than Russ.
Anywho.
See, I don't understand his hate for Russ. Like,
I don't have a hate for Russ. I just don't think he's as good as everybody say he is. You will see what the Broncos do this year. We will see.
Okay.
Broncos will win 10 games at the most.
At the most. What if they make the playoffs?
Congratulations.
Okay. And what if Russell Wilson ball out, bro?
Then I'll be happy for him.
You'll be happy for him, but you'll be wrong.
So?
Oh, so you don't care.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I'm not a hate. I don't hate Russell Wilson. I mean, it's just whatever. You know, I just don't think he's better than my guy. I'm gonna take my dogs.
You gonna take your
over
chances
most.
on them? You gonna take your chances on Dak?
Honestly, listen. I'm gonna make a bold prediction.
Okay, make a bold prediction right now.
I think the win total for the Cowboys will be lower than last year, but I think the team overall will be better than last year.
You out of your mind?
What?
Are you out of your mind? Why would they? So you think the win total? First of all, the NFC East, the schedule is horrendous. You guys have like one of the easiest schedules
Not in the first 6 games. We don't.
But there is no way that your record's going to be worse, but the overall team is going to be better. How does that make sense?
I think the 2018 Cowboys was better than the 2016 Cowboys, and the 2016 roster had a better team.
I don't know. I got to think about that.
Listen, trust me, I think because last year it was a lot of finesse but now we replaced some guys, you know. Now we got dogs now.
Dogs.
We playing a different style of football.
But is your head coach a dog?
They're making Mike
offensive
McCarthy do more now. They're because last year Mike McCarthy he let his coaches coach. Mike McCarthy just does the other stuff. But now the Cowboys is like, you better coach now. You better do something. Because Sean Payton on the way.
There was a point in time in Green Bay where Mike McCarthy was handling everything, and it went downhill. So
if Mike McCarthy can't get 10 wins, kick him out the door.
Okay, I remember
bring in Sean Payton.
I remember when
please.
Mike McCarthy, he was like, you know what, screw this offensive coordinator. I'm about to be handling the plays, and and Aaron Rodgers.
Let DQ run the defense and let Mike McCarthy have input on what Kellen Moore does. Because we need a set scheme instead of just having a bunch of plays we can run.
Man, Mike McCarthy has them archaic sort of schemes, man. That dude is old school. That's why the Packers is like, you got to get out of here. You got to get the hell out of here.
Listen, long as the politics don't come and ruin the offense, we'll be all right.
Okay.
I think we can definitely win 10 games this year. Granted, I'm pretty sure 10 games should make the playoffs in the NFC.
Win the division, actually.
I think the Eagles. Listen, I don't want to say the Eagles win, but the history has shown a team hasn't repeated in the NFC East since like 2003, 2004.
Yeah, when the Eagles were that team with Donovan McNabb
But I know the Cowboys won't be trash because as long as we got 4 at the helm, we gonna at least have a positive record because he hasn't had a losing season yet. There's no wood around. I can't knock and say jinx, but as long as we got 4 upright and healthy, I think we have a shot. And I also think a matchup that's been teased throughout the seasons that's going to happen in the playoffs next season. I think we'll finally get a Cowboys and Saints playoff game. And that's going to be crazy.
And the Cowboys are going to lose?
We're going to win. But,
Okay. Well, is there anything else that you want to say?
Let's do super early. Let's do what matchups you want to see in the playoffs. Just real quickly. NFC and AFC.
That's what we do. Yeah. Okay, NFC. Let's see.
I want to see Saints and the boys or Eagles and the boys. Oh my, Eagles Cowboys. Oh, that's gonna get nasty. That's gonna get nasty, boy.
Nah, that's crazy. Do it in Philly too.
It's gonna get.
I mean, regardless. I mean, Cowboys really have home field advantage. I mean, let's be real about that. So do it in Philly. I would love that. I would love to see that in Philly. Lincoln Financial Field gonna be electric. But that would be really good, seeing Jalen Hurts versus Dak.
For a game that really matters. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna ride with my boys though. You already know.
I'm gonna ride with the Eagles for sure.
My goodness.
I already know. Fly Eagles, fly. You know what I'm saying? Philly, we got that Philly pride.
You know, I wouldn't mind seeing a Actually, never mind. No. I was about to say NFC West matchup, but I was like, well, the NFC West teams aren't that good besides the Rams, so nah.
I would love to see a rematch between Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady.
One last dance.
One last hurrah, you know what I'm saying? For all the marbles, for the narrative, for the agenda talk. We need that. We need it because Aaron Rodgers didn't show up the last time, and he needs to get his respect.
This may sound crazy to you, but in that instance, I would actually be rooting for Aaron Rodgers.
Is this a fake video? Is this a fake podcast?
I'm so sad. I would be rooting for Aaron Rodgers in that because I'm sick and tired of seeing Brady in the playoffs. I think a Saints and a Bucks playoff game would be crazy.
You know, I would love a Cowboys and Packers matchup. I would love that.
I'd dread it. I'd be like this on the build up. I'd be like, I don't know about this one, guys.
I would love to see that again.
Narrative wise, that would be electric.
Oh my goodness.
Mike McCarthy going against his former team in the playoffs.
Man, Aaron Rodgers lighting up the Cowboys again. Man. I'd be coming on this podcast wearing my jersey and everything.
I think it would be better if we didn't have to play in a regular season, though.
That's a good point. Yeah, it's always entertaining.
AFC, I wouldn't mind seeing another Bills and Chiefs game.
Yeah, me too.
Or
Rematch.
Bills and Bengals.
Rematch of the century.
Yeah. I don't want to see the Titans no more. I'm sick and tired.
Yeah, I'm tired of Titans. Yeah,
we seen their arc is over.
Pretty much, yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing.
What about like in the AFC West, those teams with the Raiders?
If the Chargers make it, I wouldn't mind them seeing them play the Bengals. Either. I think that'd be two young QBs going up.
I think the Chargers. I think in the regular season, the Chargers and Bengals played, and I think the Bengals got destroyed. I think the Chargers smoked them. So, Justin Herbert versus Josh Allen. Not Josh Allen. Joe Burrow. Yeah, those the two top QBs in the draft. That would be really good, especially narrative reasonings and who's the best QB in the draft and that debate. That would be really nice to see. Russell Wilson, Broncos, and I don't know, top QB you can think of. Maybe the Chiefs, maybe the Bills, some team like that with a top QB. That would be entertaining to watch. So, yeah, I don't know. Is there anything else? Any other matchup you want to see? I feel like AFC West. There's so many matchups.
Yeah,
like
that
Raiders.
whole division would be a great wild card game or something like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Wait. So the division with the Titans. It's the Titans, the Colts, the Texans, and what's the last team?
The Jags.
That division stinks.
It does. And the Jags haven't surrounded Trevor Lawrence with enough talent. They have got. It seems like they hired the right coach with the former coach from the Eagles,
Doug Peterson.
Yes. But in terms of like talent, I think they're ways away from competing. Even though it remains to be seen what Trayvon Walker will do. He's probably. I've never seen a number one pick less talked about than Trayvon Walker. So
we'll see when the training camp footage out. I'm pretty sure all of the rookie stuff will
you would think that in mini camp and like OTAs you would hear some things about Trayvon Walker, but you just haven't heard anything. Maybe it's because it's Jacksonville, so not many.
To be fair though, I haven't heard much from. I've heard a lot about Tyler Smith from my team, but like Jalen Tolbert and Sam, I haven't heard too much from him. I think that's training camp when that happens. It'll start picking up. Yeah. And you'll start seeing like clips and the media people, I can't wait training camps.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Other than that, I think that's it.
Okay.
We've been going on for a minute, nearly 2 hours.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. A lot of NFL talk. Yeah. Hopefully, more NFL news coming through.
I'm telling you, we're going crazy in football season.
Yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, subscribe.
Hit all the algorithm buttons.
Comment down below. Also, check out our Instagram as well. We're posting different stuff on there. Expect different type of videos going forward. We're doing like content outside of just sports, so tune into that. It's definitely great content, great conversation. So yeah. Stay tuned to our predictions for the NFL season, what teams we believe will go to the Super Bowl, teams that are going to the playoffs, record-wise as well. Yep. So just wait for that, and then also updates when it comes to the NBA trades, NBA free agency. Yeah. Thank you guys. Yeah, thank you guys for watching, and peace.
For all I put my life in these sentences. Fucking right, it's either that or life sentences. I'm relative.